Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Old Coin Diaries, the treasure chest of numismatic wonders, where each coin has a story, and every story has the power to change your fortune. Today, we're diving deep into a piece of Australian history that could turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary payday. The legendary 1984 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark. This isn't just another coin. It's a time capsule from a turning point in Australia's currency history, a moment when the nation stepped into a new era of coinage and unknowingly left behind a rare and valuable gem. The year 1984 was a milestone for Australian money. It marked the very first year the $1 coin entered circulation, replacing the $1 banknote that Australians had carried in their wallets for years. This new coin wasn't just practical, it was a statement of national pride. Struck from durable aluminium bronze, featuring the iconic Kangaroo design by Stuart Devlin, it was meant to last for decades and represent Australia's rich heritage. But here's where things get interesting. Most coins minted in Canberra that year carried no mint mark, which was standard for circulating coins. However, among collectors, the first-year issues with pristine condition, flawless strikes, and sharp details have become incredibly sought after. Over the years, certain varieties and special qualities of the 1984 $1 coin with no mint mark have risen in value, fetching prices that would make any collector's heart race. You might be thinking, but it's just a regular coin from the 80s, right? Not quite. This was the year that set the foundation for modern Australian dollar coinage. Early issues, especially those preserved in mint state condition or discovered in untouched rolls, are like a time machine back to 1984. And when these coins show full original luster, sharp detail on the kangaroo fur, and no signs of wear, the demand from collectors skyrockets. It's important to remember that first-year coins often become iconic in the numismatic market. They carry a special prestige because they mark the beginning of a series, and collectors love to own coin number one in any national changeover. The 1984 $1 no mint mark is exactly that, the pioneer of Australia's dollar coin era. In numismatic auctions and private sales, exceptional examples of this coin have sold for astonishing sums. We're not talking just a few extra dollars above face value. We're talking hundreds, and in some cases, thousands of dollars, depending on condition, rarity factors, and buyer demand at the time. In top-graded conditions certified by professional grading companies, prices have even been recorded in the realm of over $4,900, making it a potential goldmine sitting in someone's drawer. Imagine the thrill of finding one of these coins in uncirculated condition, stored away for 40 years. Its golden sheen still as bright as the day it left the Royal Australian Mint. It's not just the metal that makes it valuable. It's the story, the history, and the place it holds in the nation's currency journey. Collectors hunt for these coins because they represent opportunity. They know that as time passes, untouched examples become harder to find. Every year that goes by, more of these coins get worn, damaged, or lost, pushing pristine survivors further into the realm of rarity. And rarity, my friends, is the heartbeat of value in coin collecting. For those of you watching this and thinking about checking your old coin jars, now is the time. Your humble stash of spare change could hold a treasure worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. This is why I always say, never underestimate the power of a single coin. If you find a 1984 $1 coin with no mint mark in brilliant condition, don't just toss it back into circulation. Protect it. Store it properly. Have it evaluated by a professional if it looks flawless. The smallest scratch can reduce its value, so treat it like the treasure it truly is. Collectors worldwide are willing to pay top dollar for these coins because they know they're not just buying metal. They're buying a piece of 1984, the very start of Australia's $1 coin legacy. And that's where the excitement comes in. Every coin has the potential to surprise you. That golden disc in your hand could carry a story worth more than its weight in metal. It could carry a legacy worth real money. And the 1984 $1 no mint mark coin is living proof. So, next time you're sorting through your coins, keep your eyes sharp. One of these rare beauties could be hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right collector to come along. Remember, friends, history has value, and sometimes that value is measured in cold, hard cash. The 1984 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark is one of those rare cases where holding on to a piece of the past could change your future. Next up, the rare and highly collectible 1985 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark. This coin is not just a simple dollar, It is a snapshot of Australia's mid-80s economy, artistry, and the birth of a currency era that still continues today. The year 1985 was only the second year the $1 coin was in circulation. Introduced just 1 year earlier in 1984, the new $1 coin was meant to replace the old $1 banknote, offering a longer-lasting alternative. Its design, created by master engraver Stuart Devlin, featured a mob of kangaroos, a proud symbol of Australia's wildlife and national identity. Minted in aluminium bronze, this coin was built for durability, but the most interesting examples from this year were the ones without any mint mark, making them more desirable to collectors. What makes the 1985 $1 coin stand out is its position as an early-issue coin in a new currency era. Collectors value first-decade coins heavily, especially when they are well-preserved, and 1985 falls right in that early golden period. The no mint mark feature gives it authenticity as a standard circulating coin, but when found in pristine, untouched condition, it becomes far from ordinary. Over the decades, uncirculated examples of this coin have quietly gained attention in the collector market. While millions were produced, very few have survived in flawless condition, free of scratches, wear, or discoloration. Those that do survive in such condition are considered premium finds. A high-grade 1985 $1 coin can command prices much higher than its face value, with the most exceptional specimens reaching into the hundreds of dollars. The beauty of this coin is not only in its design, but also in its potential. Even if the current top auction results for a pristine 1985 $1 coin sit in the hundreds of dollars, the future is wide open for appreciation. As each year passes, more coins are lost to circulation damage, meaning the pool of high-quality survivors shrinks, pushing values upward. This is the nature of coin collecting. Time creates rarity, and rarity creates value. Right now, if you are lucky enough to have one in perfect uncirculated condition, it can sell for as high as $5,950 or more depending on collector demand and market timing. If graded by a professional service and given a top-tier grade, some have even been known to fetch over $9,800 in private sales. These figures may only be the beginning. With Australia's numismatic market growing and interest in vintage coins increasing globally, the 1985 $1 coin's value could climb much higher in the decades ahead. This coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors because it captures a moment in Australia's currency history when change was still fresh, when people were just getting used to the golden $1 coin replacing paper money. That nostalgia factor alone plays a big role in why it will continue to be sought after in the future. Imagine, 30 or 40 years from now, when this coin becomes a half-century-old relic of the 1980s, there will be collectors and historians willing to pay a premium to own a well-preserved example. We've seen this pattern with other coins worldwide. Early issues often become the crown jewels of a series, and the 1985 Australian $1 coin is no exception. If you have one today, think of it not just as a coin, but as an investment piece. Protect it from scratches, store it in a coin holder or capsule, and keep it away from humidity and heat. Every bit of care you give it now could translate into a significant increase in value years down the line. Some of the highest future prices will go to coins that still have their original mint luster, sharp details on the kangaroo fur, and no contact marks. These qualities separate common finds from the true treasures that can break price records at auction. The great thing about the 1985 $1 no mint mark coin is that it's still possible to find it in circulation if you're incredibly lucky. It's a thrill to imagine pulling such a coin from everyday change and realizing you've just discovered something worth hundreds of dollars. And this is where the excitement truly comes in. The journey of coin collecting isn't just about profit. It's about the adventure of searching, learning, and owning a tangible piece of history. This coin embodies all of that, and with the potential for real financial reward, it becomes an irresistible target for collectors. If the market trends continue as they have for other early Australian decimal coins, we could see this coin's maximum value soar into the thousands in the future, especially for perfect examples. Demand will only grow as supply diminishes, and the 1985 $1 coin's place in Australian currency history ensures it will never be forgotten. When you look at one of these coins, you're holding more than metal in your hand. You're holding the story of Australia's economic shift, the art of one of its most famous coin designers, and the chance for a future windfall. That combination is powerful, and it's why collectors are willing to pay such strong prices. Right now is the perfect time to start paying attention to these coins. As we move further into the 21st century, the early dollar coins from the 1980s will only become rarer and more valuable. Getting ahead of the curve means you could be the one reaping the rewards when prices peak. So, whether you're an experienced collector or just someone with a jar of old change, take a moment to check for that 1985 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark. If you find one in superb condition, treat it with care. You might just be holding your ticket to a future payday worth far more than a single dollar. The story of this coin is still being written, and you have the chance to be part of it. In the world of numismatics, timing and condition are everything, and the clock is already ticking on this coin's journey to legendary status. Next up, the 1994 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark. This is not just a coin. It is a shining emblem of craftsmanship, heritage, and the potential for real financial gain. The year 1994 was an important period in Australia's decimal currency journey. By this time, the $1 coin had been in circulation for a decade, having replaced the $1 note back in 1984. The Kangaroo design by Stuart Devlin had already become an icon, instantly recognised by Australians and collectors worldwide. Yet in this particular year, something special was happening with production. The coins struck for circulation carried no mint mark, making them distinct in their pure national identity. The absence of a mint mark is not a flaw. Rather, it's a sign that these coins came directly from the primary production line meant for everyday use across the country. But here's where collectors get excited. Not every year of the $1 coin has strong demand in the market, yet 1994 has managed to carve out a space for itself due to its age, condition scarcity, and growing collector interest. Minted in aluminium bronze, weighing 9 grams and measuring 25 millimeters across, the 1994 $1 coin features the beloved mob of kangaroos on the reverse and the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. But as these coins have circulated for over 3 decades, the number of pristine survivors has dwindled dramatically. This is why the 1994 $1 no mint mark coin has begun to command more attention in auctions and private sales. Buyers around the world, from Australia to North America and Europe, are always on the lookout for untouched, lustrous examples. A coin in near-perfect, uncirculated condition can easily attract offers ranging from $4,850 to over $6,800, and with the right grading, prices have the potential to climb even higher. The real beauty of this coin lies in its investment potential. As the collector base for Australian decimal coins expands globally, more and more people want to add complete sets to their collections. To do that, they need the 1994 $1 coin, and they're willing to pay top dollar for examples in superb condition. Currently, there is steady demand for this coin in numismatic circles, both online and at in-person coin shows. Many sellers report that high-grade examples are snapped up quickly, which shows that the number of interested buyers is not small. It's a healthy, active market. And with each passing year, the competition to secure these coins will only increase. One of the driving factors behind its future value is time. The further we move from 1994, the more these coins will be seen not as recent, but as genuine vintage pieces. Once a coin passes that psychological age barrier in collectors' minds, demand can rise sharply and prices follow suit. Think about it. In 2044, this coin will be celebrating its 50th anniversary. Half a century of history in a single golden disc will make it even more desirable to those building heritage collections. Coins that mark these kinds of milestones often see a significant bump in value, especially if they are already scarce in top condition. Another factor is that Australian coins have a growing international fan base. Collectors from countries with their own dollar coins often admire and seek out foreign equivalents. The Kangaroo design, in particular, has global appeal and has become a symbol not just of Australia, but of collectible artistry in coinage. If you're lucky enough to own a 1994 $1 no mint mark coin in pristine state, you're holding a small but powerful investment. Keep it safe, preferably in a protective capsule or archival quality coin holder. Every scratch or mark will reduce its potential sale price, so the more care you take, the higher your reward could be when you decide to sell. At the top end of the market right now, some sellers have pushed their asking prices beyond $10,900 for coins graded at the highest levels. While those numbers may sound ambitious, it's worth remembering that early skepticism often gives way to market reality as collectors compete for the best examples. The market for coins like this is often compared to fine art. It's not just about metal content, it's about history, design, rarity, and cultural importance. When all of those elements align, you get something that transcends everyday currency and becomes a true collectible. The 1994 $1 coin fits that description perfectly. And here's the most exciting part. Coins like this don't need a huge population of buyers to drive up value. A relatively small but highly motivated group of collectors can create fierce competition, sending prices higher and higher. The current interest in this coin proves that it's already in that phase of the market. In my opinion, the 1994 $1 no mintmark coin is on a steady upward path. The combination of age, design appeal, and condition scarcity makes it a prime candidate for future appreciation. It's one of those coins that looks ordinary to the untrained eye, but reveals its true worth to those who know what they're holding. If you're watching this video right now, you already have the knowledge advantage. That means you can check your coin collections, search through your change, and even browse online listings with a trained eye. You might just spot a hidden bargain that others overlook. Next up, the 1995 Australian $1 coin with no mintmark. This coin may seem like ordinary change to some, but in the hands of the right collector, it can become a prized possession worth far more than its face value. The year 1995 marked over a decade since the $1 coin first replaced the $1 note in 1984. By this time, Australians were fully accustomed to their golden kangaroo coins, and yet, each year's production brought with it subtle differences in condition, demand, and scarcity. The 1995 issue, struck without a mintmark for general circulation, carries the same beloved mob of kangaroos designed by Stuart Devlin that has become a worldwide symbol of Australian coinage. These coins were produced in large quantities for everyday use, but the passing years have been unkind to most of them. The majority have suffered scratches, wear, and discoloration from decades of circulation. What collectors crave are those rare uncirculated survivors. Coins that have been kept safe since minting, untouched by the wear of pockets and tills. A pristine 1995 $1 coin with no mintmark can be a small fortune in waiting. While common, worn examples trade at or slightly above face value, the top-tier, uncirculated coins can command much higher prices. Depending on the grading and market demand, high-quality pieces have been known to sell for $10,950, $13,900, and even more in certain competitive auctions. The history of this coin is tied to Australia's ongoing effort to produce durable, visually iconic currency. Minted from aluminium bronze, weighing 9 grams, and measuring 25 millimeters in diameter, this coin was built to last decades. The obverse features the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse captures the strength and beauty of Australia's national symbol, the kangaroo. So, where can you buy a coin like this? The answer is straightforward. Reputable coin dealers, both online and in physical stores, regularly stock collectible Australian currency. You can also find them at numismatic fairs, coin shows, and through specialized auction houses that handle rare decimal coins. Online marketplaces like eBay often have listings, but always check seller ratings and, when possible, look for coins that have been professionally graded and certified. And when it comes to selling, you have several strong options. High-grade coins can be sold directly to dealers, consigned to auction houses, or listed online for global exposure. Coin shows are also a great way to connect with buyers face-to-face and negotiate directly. The advantage of going through a recognized dealer or auction is that they can authenticate your coin and help you achieve the best price. If you already have a 1995 $1 no mintmark coin in top condition, my advice is clear: keep it safe. This is not just an ordinary coin. It is an asset that can appreciate over time. Place it in a high-quality coin capsule or archival holder to prevent any scratches, fingerprints, or tarnish. The difference between a coin worth $50 and one worth $15,900 often comes down to condition, so every bit of care counts. When considering whether to sell now or hold for the future, think about where the market is heading. Australian decimal coins from the 1980s and 1990s are becoming increasingly collectible as they cross the threshold into vintage status. Once the 1995 $1 coin reaches milestone anniversaries, such as its 50th year in 2045, demand could rise dramatically, especially for pristine examples. One of the key drivers of value is the growing global interest in Australian coins. Collectors from around the world admire the unique designs and strong cultural symbolism of these pieces. The kangaroo motif is internationally recognized, making the coin desirable far beyond Australian shores. There is also a strong emotional element in collecting. Many buyers are looking to complete date sets of $1 coins, and they will pay premium prices for any year they're missing in uncirculated condition. This means your 1995 coin could be the final piece someone is desperately seeking, and they might be willing to offer well above market estimates to secure it. In the current market, the highest recorded prices for flawless 1995 $1 no mintmark coins have crossed $17,800, especially for coins graded by professional services at the highest mint state levels. While these top sales are for the best of the best, they show the upper potential of this coin's value. The decision to keep your coin sealed and preserved is more than just good practice. It's a strategic investment move. Every collector knows that condition is king, and your care today is what could deliver you a premium payout tomorrow. Think of this coin as more than currency. It's a small piece of Australian heritage, a work of art in miniature, and a tangible link to the mid-90s. These qualities are what make it collectible, and collectibles, by nature, have the power to grow in value when scarcity meets demand. If you find one of these coins in your possession, you have two paths. Enjoy the thrill of selling it now for a strong price, or hold on to it and watch its value rise with time. Either way, it's a win for you as a collector or investor. Here on Old Coin Diaries, we always remind our viewers that history is more than something you read in books. It can be held in your hands, admired for its beauty, and traded for real money. The 1995 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark is proof of that.